There are signs this morning Al-Qaeda is on the lookout for new recruits. A new video uses quotes from a 1965 speech by activist Malcolm X justifying the use of violence.
You have to find out what does this man speak. And once you know his language, learn how to speak his language. And he'll get the point. They only know one language.
The video promotes an upcoming online magazine written in English. Our former senior correspondent John Miller is with us. He's New York City's Deputy Police Commissioner for Intelligence. John, welcome back.
Good to be back.
What do you make of this video and of this magazine? What's going on here, do you think?
I think like any organization, Al-Qaeda and its affiliates kind of go to what works. And one of the things that has worked for Al-Qaeda, almost more than many other things, has been their publication of Inspire magazine. If you look at the Times Square bomber, if you look at the Boston Marathon bombers, they turned to Inspire magazine not just for, as its name would suggest, inspiration from Al-Qaeda, but also literally for the bomb-making recipes. So combining the idea of propaganda with practical instruction for a terrorist organization has succeeded. I think they're upping the ante here. When you look at the video that's promoting what's going to be this new slick publication, the idea of using a Malcolm X video of the Boston Marathon bombings really suggests that they are targeting a domestic U.S. audience, not just others who are seeking radicalization around the world. And in fact, I would suggest that the Malcolm X piece suggests that they're looking more towards African-American converts. They're trying to widen their demographic here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Malcolm X in particular, using that particular phrase. What do you make of that? You think it's a direct appeal to blacks?
I think if you look at it in the context of this, and you widen that out to some of the religious debate over time, over the Nation of Islam versus Islam in general, this is a step in a direction that seems to have much more to do with marketing than religion.
John, who's behind this very slickly produced video? I mean, it's high quality. And two, can we track who's looking at those videos online, given all the ability to track data, as Steve Croft was just reporting on 60 Minutes?
Well, let's start with the first part of that, which is it's Al-Sahab, which is Al-Qaeda's media arm. Al-Qaeda's media arm has been pretty sophisticated, and frankly, when you look at the tools that are available in your MacBook and the different editing packages available, it doesn't take that much in terms of tools to produce a slickly produced video, but it does in talent, and they're pretty good at that.
How much influence do they have, do you think? We'll go back to your second part of your question.
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, so can we track who's looking at this video?
Groups like the NSA and other government agencies certainly have an interest on who's on the other end of that. But on the other hand, you're going to find me. You're going to find people at CBS News. You're going to find academics.
Who are looking at these videos.
So it's not necessarily dispositive that you're looking at it. A lot of people are going to be looking at it. The core is, as an intelligence agency or entity, can you figure out not who's looking at it, who's going to act on it?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a different kind of intelligence that you can't just get by who visited.
Yeah, which leads me to the next question. How much influence do you really think these kind of videos have in these magazines?
A lot more than I think we would have estimated had we looked at it a long time ago. But if you go back through the Boston Marathon bombing, the Times Square bombing attempt in New York City, the underwear bombing on the Detroit flight, Najibullah Zazi's plots to attack the subway, each one of these you see is people who found their way to these publications or these videos first and then tried to contact the organization or just did it on their own. So I think the answer is a lot.
John Miller, I miss you.
I miss you all too.
Are you enjoying your new job? Yes or no?
Yes, it's interesting,
All right, John.
stimulating, and always exciting.
That was a slightly hesitating yes.
Thank you, John.